All right, welcome THLers to Sunday Showdown. I'm your op for this evening, Saku. I have two wonderful guests, or hosts, or casters. We have the ever famous Maya Dunn. How you doing, sir?
Oh wow, I'm having a lovely night. I'm sure you are ecstatic as well. We were just watching the end of that Cowboys San Francisco game
Go
right
Niners.
before this, and
Yep.
if you can't see Saku's Discord icon right now, but it is that San Francisco logo, so he's a big fan, and that's a big win for
Yep.
his team. But anyway, no more talking football for tonight. Who's our other host here,
Our other
Saku?
host swims in the sea. He's Turtle. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Ready to see some interesting Hearthstone gameplay tonight.
Yeah. Kind of excited. We had a pro series match, and we got a hero series match. So little bit of conquest, a little bit of LHS. So for any of those fans out there for either one of those formats, we got it here for you. So
We got something for everybody.
that's
But
right.
first, like you said, we have that Pro Series match. It is in the Black Conference, and it is two teams that desperately are looking for some points here and a win. Mr. Smiteside currently with 4 points on the week and 24 so far this season. A little bit behind Faction, their opponent here, but have played one less week. So not in too bad a shape. Faction, though, 30 points total with 8 points on the week. So ahead for the week, but it's anybody's game still. There's two more matches left in this series here, and the first one we are going to see is two players that have not won yet this season, looking for their first win. Vino Spumoni with Paladin, Rogue, Shaman, and Warlock, and Flying Kraken with Demon Hunter, Druid, Hunter, and Rogue. Although that Demon Hunter is banned for Flying Kraken and the Rogue for Venus Bomoni. But we do have, because this is pro, it is open deck list. We can talk a little bit about those lists. But yeah, both players really looking for that win, and those teams also really looking for those wins to get their seasons going. How do you feel about this matchup? Let's talk about these decks, Turtle.
Yeah, these are some really some weird decks that we're seeing some a lot less
Yeah.
popular. Like from Flying Kraken side, first off, coming within the Druid, he's got this like Ramp Druid that's
Oh
running
yeah.
like Goliath and Ysera, just this super heavy Ramp Druid.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see if that Ramp Druid will be able to get down to that late game to get its threats going in. And also like Flying Kraken's over here running Beastmaster, Tavish, and Face Hunter. Not a very common inclusion. Haven't seen much of that at all.
No,
It'll be
and
really
Bloodseeker
interesting.
bows as well. Like a bunch of some interesting tech here, for sure. Definitely curious to see how it is going to play out. And then just a classic, uh, no shenanigans, Thief Rogue. Does have that shroud. I've been seeing that a little bit. Uh, but other than that, pretty standard list there.
Yeah.
And then the Demon Hunter being banned out, but also just a pretty standard fell Demon Hunter. So we will be seeing some of those interesting lineups for Kraken. And then on the other side, Vino's Thief Rogue being banned out. But the other three, maybe a little bit more common decks that you see with that OTK Bolner Shaman there. Just a standard Quest Warlock type of list. And Libram Paladin.
Yeah, Libram Paladin also running Mr. Smite, which will probably hit in these matchups. We've got a couple of slower matchups, like especially against the Druid. Having that extra reach with that Mr. Smite and that Libram Paladin will probably be pretty beneficial for Vino.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this plays out. I think I'm most interested in this Druid to see how it does into this lineup. Maybe a couple of opportunities to ramp out and get those plays going, but
Yeah,
we'll just have to wait and see.
you guys ready to go? Cause I
Oh
can
yeah,
I can let the Kraken loose if you wish.
release the Kraken.
Release the
Let the
Kraken.
Kraken loose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew there was a theme
release
to.
the Kraken
All right.
and
Okay.
the Vino.
So yeah, in the Vino Spumoni, of course, eh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Vino Spumoni gonna be the first to spectate at the bottom of your screen for our viewers, and we're gonna have Flying Kraken at the top of your screen. All right, so let the players know they can rip it.
Let's duel. Let's get it on. Any predictions here, Turtle, on the decks for this first game here?
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna see the Rogue queued up first from Flying Kraken. Just because it's like a pretty standard deck. It's all over ladder. Might as well get it out of the way first of all.
Hmm.
I like seeing that, and then over on the Vino side, I kind of would like to see Warlock queued up. So yeah, if I had to guess, I think we'd see a Warlock versus Rogue.
All right.
All right. Well, I do see some eyeballs. Let's hop in and see how close you were.
Hunter versus
So not even
Paladin.
close.
Not close in the slightest, but it's hard. It's hard to guess. It's also sometimes just a little bit of deck roulette. You just pick one and go. So we do have Vino on that Libram Paladin, and then we are going to see this slightly tweaked Face Hunter by Kraken with that Beastalker you mentioned.
Yeah, and we saw that Tavish in the mulligan as well from Flying Kraken. So choosing not to keep it, wanting to go for earlier game drops, and Flying Kraken hits the Trog plus Guardian Archmerchant. Very strong start against Libram Pally.
Yeah, and has the Doggy Biscuit to follow up as well, making the Trog a little bit harder to get rid of. Not as powerful as it used to be, but still cannot be denied. Although here, maybe there's an argument to buff the other one and do a trade or something, but gonna just go face and ignore this 1-1. It's a weird matchup where you kind of, as the hunter, I feel like sometimes do want to clear because they're like, especially if you can take a value trade. Like you could have traded, you lose some damage there, but you deny they have a lot of minion buffs as well that help them trade into your stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, full clearance Paladin is like really important because, as you said, like if they have to waste their 2-mana hero powering just to get one of their buff spells down, it slows them down a lot. But also, this play from Flying Kraken was just so strong. I kind of like not seeing the trade and just going face, just because it's gonna be really hard for Vino to kill this Trog.
Yeah, especially like you said, when you have a Trog down, a lot harder to, just rip those spells to make those value trades.
It looks like Vino's also considering playing Lord Barov to have to deal with this Trog.
Yeah, we do see on the other side, though, that ramming mount's going to, put a little bit of a wrench into that. But we'll see if they, going to go for the trade on the barrier.
Yeah, so Flying Kraken will be able to go ramming mount and then trade into the Barov, leave himself with a
5/2 Trog.
Yeah.
Seems
looks like
pretty
that's
good.
what he's gonna do. Yeah, no minions left on board for
Actually,
Vino to buff.
Yeah. I mean, there was you could have also went for, I guess it's less damage. So yeah, this makes more sense. Okay, gets that first Libram, but no discounts yet, and choosing not to play it out here. Don't want to just get more Trogs on the board. Understandable.
Yeah, has the Aldor in hand as well, so that Libram will be free soon enough as is.
Yeah, absolutely, and a little bit of a consideration there with the ramming mount, but with that Og Merchant, just easy enough to get rid of. And are we going to see this Viper traded, or are we just holding on to it in anticipation, it looks like, of that Cariel?
Holding Viper for Cariel. And says Libram Wisdom still costing 7, so Vino's hand will be kind of clogged up on that turn 7 with him wanting to play Lightforge and also Libram of Hope. But if he can get there, Vino might be able to stabilize. So Kraken's gonna have to find a way to steal out this game in the next few turns.
Yeah, does have the Kodo Bane, so we'll be able to draw some potential spells that could get there. But not the most exciting this turn, although with the ramming mount, it's not the worst to make these trades. Other consideration, it looks like going to go instead for that Trampling Rhino, and just utilize that potentially for either a removal of a Libram that you expect on turn 7, or maybe just to push damage if they play any minions. Full cost Devout Pupil here being hovered just to absorb the damage, and that's got to feel pretty bad, but
Yeah, he's out here playing Sunwalkers.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, with the Trog coming down on turn 1 from Flying Kraken, just not really able to cast any spells to get that Devout Pupil cheaper.
Yeah, this Trog still doing work. The nerf to it just not having an effect this game, not too much. We haven't even been in a position to feel comfortable playing spells at all. So I think Vino doing some math here. If Cariel is good enough, we do get that 5 armor and remove those 2 minions off the board while equipping that immovable object. Makes it pretty tough, but we do know the Viper is on the other side. Is that going to be enough? Because we can also clear the 3/4 with our weapon here as well.
Yeah, so it looks like Vino's going to take 3 from the minions. Or 4 if 4 after the Viper comes down, yeah.
When Viper comes down, then you can take... Then is that lethal? Yeah, it is lethal with the quick shot. That will be the game going to Flying Kraken. Yeah, I mean, that was a tough situation there. Vino just not able to get rid of that Trog and just slowly losing out to it.
Yeah, Vino just 1 turn too slow from being able to get that Libra of Hope down as well. And we saw that 1 turn where Flying Kraken could have chosen to either play the Viper or trade the Viper or just hold it, and holding it ended up winning him the game. It's a really nice line from Flying Kraken there.
Yeah, just trading it could have definitely cost the game there. We would have been short damage had the weapon still been around. And then Vino could have stabilized potentially with that heal. So yeah, very, very good, forethought there from Kraken. We'll see what Kraken does decide to bring for this next game, getting that Hunter out of the way. We didn't get to see Tavish, unfortunately, make any splash, but this Druid could be coming up. And Vino, you think he'll go Paladin again, just try to get it through or switch things up? It is going to be the Warlock, and I believe the Demon Hunter was banned.
Yeah.
So this will be a bit of a miscue. Just kidding. It's Rogue. So there you go. That would explain things. The Rogue is available.
Yeah, it even tricked us for a second there.
Until I saw the cards, I just saw Demon Hunter appear. So forgive me for that. I mean, it was the deck that was banned. They had the deck, so not crazy. I hope they are communicating that it is a Maestra. I think that is the rule, correct?
Yeah, with open deck, they could see it anyway, right? So.
Right, but I mean, when they
True.
When Demon Hunter is available, and then it's Demon Hunter, you know what I mean? So I think they must have communicated. I'm sure Vino was like, wasn't Demon Hunter banned? And Kraken's like, no, it's Maestra. Sorry.
Maybe.
Or they just knew.
Yeah. Demon Hunter.
Flying Kraken as well. Kraken finding double Blackwater Cutlass and a Knoll. Just the absolute nuts cards to have in the opening hand as this Thief Rogue.
Oh, and a Secret Passage available as well to get that very discounted. Could rip it here just to do that, but gonna hold off.
It's kind of funny to.
Kind of funny that the trades don't trigger the Rogue.
Yeah, that's been the case. I think it's interesting because you do see what is being traded, so I mean it gives it away right away, but not fast enough for that mulligan, which is really where I think some of that extra percentage power comes from. So now it's super cheap. Can play that Swashbuckler and get a 0 cost Null here if we want.
Yeah, and Flying Kraken just has a pretty good opener, and that's kind of what you need, because this Thief Rogue, one of its only bad matchups is this Quest Warlock, so Righteous Defense is really good against those Flash Giants. Wow.
Yes, wow,
That's
crazy.
Huge pickup.
I had to read what that card does. I've never seen that played. We might see it here. No Giants available yet. We do have for Vino that full-blown evil, which may help in this matchup quite a bit. Going to be able to clear here. Could alternatively go for that Soul Rend just to accelerate those Bloodshard Bristlebacks. Vino saying, I'm going to hold off for now. I have the Touch of the Nathrezim to get rid of this null. And
I think Touch is pretty reasonable here. The other two plays seem like slight overcommits. Like, you don't really need a full-blown evil or Soul Rend. And also weaving in the taps is super important for the Quest Warlock. Just developing its game plan super quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to be other opportunities to rend into this matchup. And now that we have both Bristlebacks, that's going to be even better.
Funnily enough, if you look at Thief Rogue's win rate on HS Replay in top 1000, Quest Warlock is the only deck that is below 50% for it. So, Vino got the matchup he was looking for, and his deck that's best suited against the Thief Rogue.
Yeah, and that Shroud, not quite as powerful. Going to be able to get both of those double agents, actually, so did work pretty well here.
And the double agents will be active as well, I believe.
Yeah, we have the card we were talking about earlier in the hand still. I've forgotten what it's called.
Yeah.
The Divine Retribution or something? A Righteous Defense. Something like that.
Yeah, and if Flank-Wrecking can land that on this Mr. Smite that's in his hand, he like Righteous Defense in a Flesh Giant, that's gonna be a giant Mr. Smite.
All right, so first a double agent coming down.
On Thief as well.
Fireball some damage, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he already has the Righteous Defense for removal, so didn't really need the Mass Polymorph. Yeah, so Fireball makes a lot of sense. Just that extra reach that the Warlock might not expect. I think it's itself too low.
Is Tamsin too early? Do we want more self-damaging things still? It does clear the board here. You can push some damage and clear the board. Alternatively, we do have a double full-blown evil, which would also clear their side of the board.
Yeah, I could also like trade off your Cult Neophyte in full-blown evil if he wants to tap.
Sure, yeah. Could do a combination like you said. This also... Okay, Drain Soul being used.
Oh, Drain Soul, full-blown evil, yeah. Just keeping as much board presence as possible. You know, 16 cards left in deck, so not very close to these Bloodshard Bristlebacks.
Yeah, it does have Tamsin, which can potentially accelerate that. It does put cards in the deck, but they will cycle themselves. So if you do manage to find a couple, it gets you a little bit deeper.
Some interesting death rattles.
Is it ever a Rustwick situation? Or do we... Oh, we just need to taunt up here.
Max Tempo, the Battlegrounds card, Ring Matron.
And continue to trade those Cutlasses. Would have been a clear on that 3-2, but feeling that is not necessary here just yet. And Vino hovering the Soul Rend. Okay, instead going for the Tamsin and the Drain Soul. Gets to clear this up, get some more heal. And okay, yeah, that looked weird. I thought the Drain Soul was hovering somewhere else, but that was just a little visual bug. And now, considering the trades or not, it looks like we are going to make that Cult Neophyte trade and then send that 5 damage face. Oh,
Ooh, it's just
going for the dome.
doesn't care about protecting the Tamsin because with only Soul Rend is the Shadow Spell in hand.
Yeah, I think there was a consideration. We do have the Battle Master in hand. If they didn't have a way to deal with the 5/3, that could have potentially been a lot of damage. But as we can see, it is turn 7. Better to push that damage. You know they're just gonna probably play the Scabs. And good answer here with that Tamsin or that top deck Full-Blown Evil, also pretty powerful as a tool here. Tamsin, now do you ever tap first just to get one more proc of that?
Yeah, if he taps first, he's milling cards, right?
Right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
So
Gonna forego that and probably end up here on the Neophyte if we don't draw anything else. Oh, Flesh Giant. Double Flesh Giant picked up there and a Goldshire Knoll. That's a lot of potential here. Could play all of them here. And okay, instead just going to double Flesh Giant and play that Neophyte to stop any weird spell shenanigans or at least slow that down.
now it looks like Flying Kraken might be wishing he took the Mass Polymorph and the
Yeah.
Fireball in hand.
Yeah, certainly would have helped a lot here.
Oh, the Righteous Defense did hit the Mr. Smite. That's 13 damage worth of charge.
Oh, I mean, if we can survive to that point.
It's a lot of charge damage, but Vino's still at 33 health and setting up lethal with this Battlegrounds Battlemaster in hand.
Hovering the Wicked Stab just to remove.
Yeah, we'll be able to clear.
Threat. Now that 1/1 in a good position for that Battlegrounds Battlemaster to not be quite as powerful. Let's see, how much damage is that? We got
I think this is lethal, right? If he Battlegrounds Battlemasters and then shoots off his own 1/1, he gets 6 damage with each of the 3 attacks, then 2 with the 1/1.
They're still back, yeah. Yeah, we have exactly enough mana to do that as well. So yeah, place it between. You might as well use your attacks first, yeah.
Yeah, attack with the Flesh Giant.
Yeah.
Will he see it? Oh! Vino misses the line of shooting his own 1/1.
Missing the line. Yeah, that would have been lethal with that last 3 damage available. Oh no, this does it too, because that's 3 damage from the that does it too, because we just completed the second part. So Vino just finding another way.
Yeah. Didn't see the caster way of finding it, but found his own.
Found his own.
And even if that wasn't lethal that turn, probably didn't matter. Just so far ahead on that board.
Yeah, absolutely. Able to really, I mean, that big swing turn with the Tamsin, I think, was massive. Finding both of those Flesh Giants on top of removing those stealth minions. Really good follow-up to the Scabs. And now, going into Game 3, both players at 1 win. This is going to be the first of the series to not be a sweep. So far in that series between Mr. Smite's side and Faction, all 3 games have been 3-0 sweeps. So this one's definitely becoming a little bit of a nail-biter. But Vino and his team are going to hope for as many points as possible, currently 4 points down from Faction. So we'll need both of these last 2 games to be wins. So Bolner OTK, and now the Priest disguise for Flying Kraken this time around.
Job's done.
Again, finding the Cutlass.
In both Shrouds, interestingly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that inclusion in the deck, by the way? I know I've seen several, different variations. And
haven't tried it myself. It seems a little bit slow, but I mean, It's been picking up popularity, so that must mean some people are finding it effective.
Yeah, 2 cost 1, not a bad option, although not finding any nulls. But gonna just keep discounting with these swashbucklers and just contesting the board. Okay. Sure. Nice top deck
groundskeeper.
there. That is a nice top deck. And into the caverns. I mean, you obviously prefer drawing 2, but especially when you have that other caverns in the hand. But not a bad card to have.
Still fine. And Cavern's coming down on 4 is going to be really strong against the Rogue.
Going to play the drawn one. Just give as little information as possible. They saw you didn't draw any nature spells, and there aren't too many non-nature spells in the deck. It's the caverns and I think
And the
wind
Wind
chill.
Chill, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know it was one of the two, so playing that one. Smart plays.
Second Shroud coming out here. We do have the null now, or one of the nulls. Both of the nulls.
Both
So
nulls, both being
big
free as
swing.
well.
Yeah. And invisible if they want to be. Well, one of them. Huh. What do you take here? The one you can play now, or
Oh,
the rodent nest, I guess.
that's not what I was expecting, but yeah, solid.
Interesting. I don't know how. I mean, they play Dunk Tank, so I don't know. Maybe. And they also play Snowfall Guardians and the Macaws. I feel like a wider board does not help you in this matchup. But Death Rattles are good. So Macaw actually going to be used here.
Macaw drawing cards, I believe. The Primal Dungeoneer.
Dungeoneer, yeah. So going to actually go with the Wind Chill first to draw, see if there's a better option. A Sleepbreaker picked up, going to allow another potential draw with another Wind Chill if we want to go that direction. Instead, it looks like we're considering this Macaw here just hope to cycle a couple more cards. It has the chance for 2 now that we've drawn. Oh, and we do hit
Whiffs
another
on the
Wind
second.
Chill. That is not what you want to see. Another Primal Dungeoneer gets another shot here next turn, but it is a little bit slow. Looking at this big board, and there is a double agent picked up as well.
Ooh, yeah, I activated Double Agent as well. Just so much tempo for Flying Kraken.
Yeah, I'm interested actually. This is one of the situations where a Snowfall Guardian could just win. That's why I was considering the Brilliant Macaw hold, especially with that Sleepbreaker. We would have gotten, we ended up with the Wind Chill anyway. But not finding it here yet, and no corrupt Dunk Tank to do much here. This is not looking great here for Vino. Does have the chance to draw with the Dungeoneer. What are we looking for if we do? Obviously the Snowfall Guardian, but that's not going to work this turn.
It will if he also finds the second Lightning Bloom. Like if Primal Dungeoneer goes Lightning Bloom plus Snowfall Guardian, he can double bloom out the Snowfall Guardian.
Yeah.
Which is like the only line that I can see that he's not just dying.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the Sleepbreaker for another Wind Chill if the Dungeoneer fails. Okay, we can freeze one of those, see what we get. We do have the Armor Vendor as well to help a little bit. We freeze the 4/5, so we're only looking at 6, 10, 13 damage. So we're technically alive. If we freeze this 4/5 with the 3/4 and play the Armor Vendor, I think just stop there.
Yeah, Vino's really just in that.
Vino going for the trade here just to clear it off and be able to clear 2 minions instead.
Yeah, still not dead.
Yeah. We do see the Fire Elemental is short, only 4 damage, so just actually 2 damage short, but does push quite a lot. Wand Thief can always be lethal, but we need to activate it, so we can't really get a Fireball. That's not. So what can we get if we play Rodent Nest into the Wand Thief? We have 3 mana.
There's any lethal outs?
Lava Burst. That's 1 off. Yeah, so I don't know if there was an option there, but Seeker Passage going to be ripped on 0 here. Finds the Shadow Step.
Shadow Step's the only playable card. Shadow Stepping the Edwin for next turn.
Huh.
Wasn't the Shadow Step drawn off of Edwin's Battle Cry, so it does lose all of its buffs, but still just has the 2-mana Edwin in hand. Keeps cycling cards.
Yeah. Not too bad.
This does set up lethal even through freezes, though, with the Fire Elemental.
The weapon, yeah. Yeah, this is not gonna do it here, and there is that
the
Snowfall
Bloom and
Guardian.
The Snowfall Guardian, just a turn too late from Vino.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we were talking about last turn. We could have gone for with the Dungeoneer, and we did get the Lightning Bloom Snowfall. That could have happened last turn.
If Vino hits a reduction on his Circus Medic or his Snowfall Guardian, he can heal himself. Yeah, it's guaranteed, right? So he can heal himself and then double bloom up the Snowfall Guardian.
Yeah, he has to do the heal first, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if he's gonna play around the 4 from hand, but it looks like he looks like he's going to.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, you do know that they run
yeah, Wicked Stabs as well.
Wicked Stabs, so they're not at 10 mana. That would be the 4 damage, so good consideration. They're going to actually push the 3 as well, freeze that 2 damage, so reducing even more. I like this play by Vino.
Oh yeah, and could even freeze the face. I forgot about that with the Stag.
Yeah, with the Stag. So able to really get things moving, and has those Dunk Tanks now corrupted. That is.
Play the corrupted Dunk Tanks next turn as well with the exact 4 mana remaining.
Which does clear a decent chunk of the board. But let's see if it will be enough here. Edwin drawing the Wicked Stab. Wicked Stab plus Fire Elemental, still short, not able to swing the face, but getting there, getting very, very close. Goes for the Wand Thief to find potentially more damage. Hot Streak.
Hot Streak doesn't have any hits, but still just a 0 mana card that you can dump.
Yeah. Could activate with the other Wand Thief, maybe. Maybe there's something there. There's a second Wicked Stab. And just gonna go for the Shadow Step on the Edwin again?
I kind of want to see Shadow Step on the Wand Thief. The Edwin's not doing too much in the hand.
Yeah. And do you replay it? How many cards did we have before?
It was a lot.
It was 8,
I think, yeah. Milling obviously doesn't matter too much in Thief Rogue, as it does in other decks. But milling like a Mr. Smite might be bad. Yeah, Hadrick was the last card in hand, so only had 7 in hand, so yeah, won't even have to worry about milling.
Yeah, I don't know that we have enough to stop things here. Not enough damage, though, on Vino's side. We have the 1 Dunk Tank available. We don't have another Battle Cry to activate the Bolner or do anything with the Bolner. Dunk Tank just is not clear enough. You can clear off the 8/8, the 4/5, and most of the board, but you're looking at 5 damage. And
not technically dead.
Dead on board, but we see the Fire Ellie will just be able to finish things off here. And that is going to be Game 3, going to Flying Kraken. And, going into Game 4, only deck remaining for Flying Kraken is that Weird Druid. We're going to see it at some point tonight. I was hoping, and we get that chance now. Vino, with the chance to get a couple wins into it, still has the Paladin left and this OTK Shaman. I feel like the Shaman must have a good shot. You can get so much damage if you get the combo going. And if this Druid is as slow as it looks to get things going, you could definitely get there. There's a lot of draw and cycle as well. The big, scary card in that deck is the Mutinous. That could maybe eliminate part of that combo if you lose your Bolner, your Charge. You're kind of pretty upset, but...
Yeah. Ooh, choose the Paladin!
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah,
Gotta get a win with both.
I did not expect this queued, but yeah, I mean, if the Paladin can get off to an early start, then it wins. But I have tendency from this matchup, if the Druid can just like stabilize, they generally have enough removal to deal with all the Paladin's answers.
Yeah, let's see what they choose to start with. Flying Kraken, Ibis, Lightning Bloom, and the Mutinous. Gonna just full mill that, and Vino saying the Bannerman is good. Let's keep that guy. Okay, hovering the Runic Carvings.
Yeah, running carvings makes sense given those three choices. The others don't do too much.
And Vino just gonna have to sit back this turn.
Flying Kraken not doing anything. Could have bloomed out the overgrowth, but can always just play it next turn. No point wasting the bloom.
Yeah, especially when you're looking at this Paladin not doing anything for the first turn, and now you see the coin Bannerman. We do find another turn 3 play. We didn't really have
Bannerman
the
into
best.
Bannerman.
Yeah.
Give me a really strong play for Vino. Kraken does pick up the Moonlit Guidance just to fish for other things to do next turn.
Nice buff there. Does hit the Samuro as well. So we'll be able to answer a potential carvings if it's used just for a board rather than the rush, although I anticipate probably more as a defensive rush play later on. Or right now.
Like he's considering Kraken's for or Kraken's considering the runic carvings for tempo.
Yeah, it does
Not
have
even-
that in combination with the lunar eclipse. It was a consideration as well.
Not even going lunar, just going rush and trading 2 win.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, interesting to see him holding off lunar, saving it for another threat.
Right. Has the option to finally get some discounts going with that Aldor. Could also use the Vindicator in combination.
Also, considering the Samuro just to clean off this board.
Also hovering the Cariel, also an option there, does reduce 2 cards in the hand and clears off 1. But it looks like we are going for the Samuro play, just the clear the board, pretty solid minion.
Yeah, and Cariel noticing 1 card. Noble Mount, not a holy spell.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
have any text. No kind.
messed me
a
up
no
when
kind
I
of
started
spell.
running that. Mm-hmm.
It's a mount. It's not a spell. You're riding a
The
horse.
only spell they're running that is not holy, I believe. Cheesemonger pickup from Flying Kraken. That's not a card we see every day.
No, certainly not. But the Cariel gonna be really nice here to answer it.
And the
And also play
resizing
the
pouch
Aldor.
used early from Flying Kraken is pretty much what Vino likes to see. Not really having many other plays in the early game means that Flying Kraken won't be able to resizing pouch for 10 drops, giving him like Yogg Sarons or more Yashards. Who picks up the Strongman?
Yeah, and with the Cenarian word available, could play both of those here to try to fight back on the board.
Ooh, Arcane Devour as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you go like Lightning Bloom, Lunar Eclipse, Moonlit Guidance, just have a huge Devourer.
Yeah, it looks like we are going that way. No, just going to hold on to the Lunar Eclipse, saying I'd rather actually have something I clear with this, not just using it for +2/+2.
And it shouldn't, the 2 extra health on the Devourer shouldn't make or break any breakpoints, because the only thing that kills it now is Bear of.
We could play the Noble Mount and Devout People here if we want to. So if we are hovering that, I would consider, I guess the question is maybe that Broom coming down. I don't think there's a way to clear this with the Broom, though, is there?
Not quite. Not
Or is
enough
it
damage.
exactly 12? Is it? I think it's
Oh,
exactly
wait,
12.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Exactly
Yeah.
12. So it
So
looks like
not
the
using
lunar
the eclipse
eclipse.
actually, yeah, made a difference here on the clear, and that's going to be really tough to come back from for Kraken here. Uh, although Vino would have to trade off the rest of the board, so considering different options, but I think it's too scary to leave up knowing your opponent plays a ton of spells in that deck.
Even just as Moonlight Guidance in hand from Flying Kraken represents a ton of possible scaling. Oh, looks like
Oh,
Vino's
Vino!
showing faith.
Vino!
This is going to be really scary to see how big this Devourer gets up to.
Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, if that was the play, I don't know that I like that. Oh, I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, well, Lunar Eclipse is going to come down now. Flying Kraken just wiping their brow, saying, "Oh man, that was close. I almost failed by not using this last time. That could have been the game. Instead,
Will Ibis get
I
big
get an
enough to kill the
Ibis.
7? Probably not.
No, gonna only be a 3/3, but does allow good amount of trading and make things difficult once again.
Just the smite and yeah, Vino this turn can't even kill the Devourer if he wants to, I don't believe. Yeah, just has a Libram of Hope.
Yeah,
And
it's going to be difficult to
hope
get
that
through.
this Devourer doesn't connect.
Yeah, Ibis available once again.
Yeah, Ibis, you're feeling really bad though, because either your Ibis or your 12-10's gonna have to hit into the Divine Shield. But still probably just the correct play. Arcane Devourer still surviving.
We do have the Smite. Could be used here to clear both, I believe, because you have double Libram. If the 3/8 trades, you get another Libram. They cost 1. So right now we have 6 damage. The Smite's another 6, and the 2 Librams would add another 2. So that should, or is that 1 off? Wait.
I think it's 1 off, right?
Yeah. 6, yeah, because we only have 6 on the board, and then we get +2, so it's 8. Yeah, that's 1 off. So gonna actually go for the Vindicator here. Gets a Noble Mount. Gonna be able to play a bunch of these though, and the Devout People. So I think that is the direction we're going. Can also play this Noble Mount and another couple of Librams. So gonna just continue playing the Librams, get those trades.
Play the second Noble Mount as well.
Well, you can get these Librams back and do. Okay, so we are gonna go for the Noble Mount here. Double Noble Mount and double trade Devout People. We gotta move.
This is a complicated turn.
Yeah.
Will Vino get everything? Yeah, so it looks like he got all the actions and he wanted to. Or did he miss the attack from the Eldor Attendant, it looks like?
Yeah, let's see if they got these attacks in. Yeah, it does look like the Aldor missed the attack there.
Yeah, and probably not too important of attack. I think getting one of the attacks in was really important, but both of them probably not gonna matter too much. But guess the wait for card draw.
Yeah, and Mutanus also picked up. Could remove this Smite from the hand.
Oh. Ooh, picked up the
right.
Lieutenant. So yeah, one of the only cards left in the deck. That was a whiff.
So gonna rip this Mutanus, make a nice big Mutanus, and I guess we just hold, right? We don't make these trades, do we? That seems crazy.
Flying Kraken could go Resizing Pouch and find a way to like pop the Divine Shield to send some damage face.
Oh,
no, just train 2 giant minions into a Divine Shield.
Oh, that feels so bad. Yeah, there was Resizing Pouch would give you potentially Lightning Bloom, which would buff. Would that be enough? Yeah, that would be a 4. That would buff it 8 or another 4, so it would have 8 health. So it would survive that trade if we did that. Could also find like.
I think like Lightning Bloom or Pounce.
Yeah, or Pounce or something. Yeah. What about
Is Moonfire still in the game?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it? I can't remember.
I don't know.
So. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be a big swing here for Vino. Although both players kind of in a little bit of a top deck mode. Flying Kraken with a much stronger hand remaining, but currently behind on the board. What's the Yasharge going to give? I think it's just
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 the
the
strongman.
6/6, right?
Yeah, because he hasn't played the Moontouch Amulet yet, so won't be able to give that.
Yeah, this Lieutenant could guarantee one of these Divine Shield minions if we do Hero Power along with it, so not too bad.
Yeah, and
see if
either way, it'll get enough health so the other one won't be able to kill it
Yeah.
easily, so yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, and hits the big one. That's a huge coin flip from
yeah.
Flying Kraken.
Oh, but the top deck gonna make things a little bit more interesting. What do we
Yeah,
have
Varian?
left? We have another Broom, so it does have Rush. Taunt, Divine Shield. We should still have one more.
I
What's
know
it
it'll
called? Oh no,
have
we have both.
Taunt.
No, we still have both of the Truth Seekers, right? We didn't play
Yeah,
any.
exactly.
So we have
I'm
Taunt.
not sure about
Divine Shield. We do not get.
Yeah, whiffing of the Divine Shield. And won't be able to clear as well, because Librum's still costing full mana, won't be able to clear off this.
Yeah, that's only
Abomination.
11. Oh. Wow. And it's going to be able to eat another minion next turn as well. Yeah. Oh, that's so awkward. Like, no discounts with the Librams. We do have that Aldor for next turn, but it's just a turn too late. I don't think we can use this Broom. We're going to need it probably to clear off this Lieutenant. So the question being,
Even if he
maybe
does
you
play the Broom, it won't clear off the Lieutenant
didn't
here.
you just double Libram the Varian so it can't just trade into the Varian? Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't quite do it. Vino just playing as many bodies on board as possible to have it not snipe the Varian.
yeah.
Ysera coming down.
It could just trade now into the Varian. If we played the double Libram, it survives the trade.
Oh, the Tyrion as well for taunt!
Wow. Oh,
That's
boy.
a huge roll for Kraken.
Does hit the bear off, but now the
Barov
Broom
coming
was
down,
used.
yeah. We'll be able to
does
just
full clear,
trade.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, Barov's still a pretty nice pickup, and we'll be able to play Aldor Treeseeker behind it as well.
Yeah, gonna be facing a big weapon, though, with one taunt available still. And that True Seeker, although we know with just hero power that could be dealt with. So, not going to buff it, though, to play around. Or maybe we
Buff
are
it
buffing
once. Buffing it once makes sense.
Yeah, force something else beyond just the hero power, the Moon Touched Amulet, potentially. Could double Moon Touched. How does that work with the Yasharge if you double play? Like
it'll only give one Moon Touch back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yes, here, coming out. Dreaming back to True Seeker, removing one of the Librams.
Yeah, it does mean we get more discount, but with very few things in the hand.
Ariel as well. Yeah, could just go carry old hero power here, buff up the True Seeker in hand.
Yeah, I like that.
Let me think.
You are in top deck land, so maybe there is a bit of a fear there of not having minions to use your... I guess you only have one Libram, so probably not too bad at this stage. Okay. Is this... I don't think this clears, right? It does 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it's still going to have 1 health here. But I guess it does... Oh, I'm wondering if was there a way to keep a minion on your board there? I think if you had... Or do we not do enough damage without the Silver Hand going in? Because if the Silver Hand doesn't go in, this is still at 3 health, I guess. So.
Yeah, so it might have been a little bit too much. Still finding the clear on that, though.
Yeah. Moon Touched Amulet does come out here just to push some damage. It's only going to do 5. Oh, boy.
And Flying Kraken not having found Guff yet really kind of hurting his game plan, only being able to play like one of these big threats at a time.
Vindicator, what do we have left?
I think we have a hand of it all left.
Oh, yeah. I think we have 2, actually. This is the first hand of a doll.
Giant Truth Seeker coming down.
Yeah, you
Flying Kraken
have
has
seen.
already used Dream.
Yep. That's what I was just about
Ooh,
to
the
say.
Liadrin as well.
What a top deck. That could determine the game here. That's going to give a lot more juice.
That's going to completely refill the hand. I believe Vino doesn't have too many.
Oh, the Ysera comes out. That is another Dream available. Do we have enough space to get it? If we had played the Nightmare, we did. Yeah, I think if we Nightmared, we could have Ysera'd into the other Dream on the Aldor.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty good.
I think so, too. This also does just get the clear on the Aldor. Having to face Nick 15, though. A Strong Man coming down as well.
All right, I mean, I feel like it's go time. You can play everything right now. Hero Power, Aldor, and then, play your Libram and Liadrin. And I guess, do you want to Hero Power the Liadrin, or do you want a bigger Aldor? That's the question. I mean, you could 50-50 it.
Also, could just not Hero Power and get the Noble Mount down to save your minion with the trade going into the 6/6.
Yeah.
Which looks like what he's planning on doing.
Yeah, that's not a bad plan to keep your minion alive here. It's 4/4 less stats on the Liadrin, but does keep your potentially a 6/4 or higher on the board. Let's see what Vino decides. Vino just going to say, I'll take the 4/4. I don't know how many times we're going to be able to use his hero power anymore. Let's get these buffs. Got to get moving. Just make this big enough so it doesn't die to the trade.
Yeah, we'll easily be able to get there with...
But the Dream, putting it all on that minion is going to be tricky. I kind of like getting the back in the hand even. But Vino saying, I'm just going to keep this thing alive. And gonna be disappointed
is he putting
when that
all
Dream
of them on
down.
it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty scared of that. Maybe Vino thought that was the Ysera in the deck and not the Ysera got from something else. I don't know, because that is really, knowing Ysera's in the deck, I'm scared to put that many Librams when I'm top decking onto one minion. I was actually considering doing the trade, getting the Librams back, and then kind of divvying them up somehow. But
yeah, either that or just holding them would also be a reasonable play. But yeah, this just... After the Dream coming down, he'll only have one more Libram of Wisdom, which probably won't be enough. Oh, wait. Flying Kraken just not gonna Dream?
Yeah, I guess no room for it unless we play the Nightmare, which we're just reluctant to do, it seems.
This play also works. Mr. Smite being gone means that these Librams of Wisdoms will have to go on a minion anyways.
Yeah, is this also a full hand? So gonna mill whatever card. There's no minions to play. So both
Vino
both
won't ever be able to play minion. Wait, this is crazy.
This is it. You're locked out. Wait, you have to Libram your opponent. You have to Libram your opponent's minion just to make space. What are the 4 cards left here for Vino? Oh boy, yeah, I didn't even see this line, but this is pretty smart too. And they have all these Librams. Just put them in the hand. You got no minions.
Yeah, Vino's
gonna have no minions.
Just fully waste this turn and buff up his opponent's minion.
Wow. And what minions do we have left for Vino? We have, I believe, a Hand of a Doll still. Maybe the double Knight of Anointment. I think we have 2 Knight Anointments.
I think there's 1 Libram of Hope left as well in the deck.
We just lost it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We just burned it. So the only other minions are 2 Knight of Anointments, I believe. What am I missing? Oh, and a Truth Seeker, I think.
Yeah, so you've only seen one of those come down.
Yeah, there's a Truth Seeker, 2 Knight of Anointments, and a Hand of a Doll. If you draw Hand of a Doll here, that would probably just be the game. for Vino. So let's see. 1 out of 4 here is not a minion you can buff. There's a Knight of Anointment. Is going to draw the Hand of a Doll as well.
Yeah, no,
So guaranteed minions here from here on out could, go for the Hand of a Doll here for the taunt. Aldor does come down, so going to be able to get a big taunt. We still have the Dream available, though, and how much damage do we have on the other side with that Nightmare? If we make that Goliath 14, that does 7 and 2, so not quite enough.
it won't be enough, but we'll just be able to clear off every single minion that Vino will ever play.
Yeah, and all of these, it looks like all of this going into the Aldor, and now Kraken, I assume, will finally rip that Ysera to get that Dream and just seal the deal here. Every single one of the Librams going on there. No spread at all, not even considering it, knowing there's that Nightmare on the other side as well. I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, I disagree knowing what we see, but I don't know that I would have done anything differently here. But here comes that Nightmare, and I think that's a signal. Ysera's coming down. I'm just curious, what is the order here, just so we know, where the Dream was available. Is it always the same order? I think it is. So it's the second one.
The
so
second
it was,
always.
Yeah, you could have gotten it many turns ago, but there it is. That is going to seal it. And Flying Kraken taking the win here over Vino. First win of the Pro Series for Flying Kraken. A big one there for their team. Faction going to go up 12-5. So Mr. Smite's side, no chance to win this week anymore, but of course that final match of their week will be Interval versus Brian O'Brien. We'll still, of course, both teams looking for points there, but well done there. Faction going to be able to get their first win of the season as a team, and Flying Kraken themselves also able to get their first win of the season to get the win for their team. So really well done. Some cool plays there. I think we both had slightly different lines for a couple of plays, but Kraken finding the equivalent lines that ended up in those wins as well.
Yeah, the completely locking out Vino's hand in that last game was a super interesting line that I haven't even thought of before. So super cool to get to see plays like that.
Yeah, and what a weird deck, but it was able to get there with those Yseras making a big splash. Hey, Kraken, congratulations. Big win for you and your team. First win for you on the season and the first win for your team as well. So you think this is where you guys get started, get things moving for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good starting spot for us. Good way to, we finally started practicing and stuff like that. So it was a good way to start.
Yeah, absolutely. And really well played there. There were a couple times, we saw some lines and you had a, alternative line in mind that, got the same result, some really smart play. We were talking, in that last game, especially that, you had opportunities potentially to use that second Ysera earlier to dream, all of those lemurs back into the hand, but you used that opportunity to actually fill the hand by removing the minions. And caused the mill, which actually milled the hope as well. Can you tell me a little bit about that play? Because that was something that we were really impressed with and kind of didn't see that ourselves and really liked.
Well, like halfway through the match, which I got lucky by milling the hope for sure, but I realized like halfway through the match that like I kind of had wasted my Cenarian wards. I don't know if I would say waste, but I didn't have many threats left in the deck. So I realized the only way I could win and or lose the match was if he just kind of overwhelmed me on board. And if I could save the sap all their Librams back to their hand, it would probably mean my stuff was bigger most of the time. And that was kind of my mindset, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And definitely working out there. Once the Cariel is down, no way to generate minions to put those buffs on infinitely. So realizing they didn't have too many left, milling a couple would also make a big deal. And, you saw Vino desperately just playing a Libram on your minion to free a space in the hand. And at that point you're in good. You did something good, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he had many minions at the end of the game left, to be honest, either.
A couple of 1/1s in the taunt.
Yep.
so not really too much to do.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it now.
Yeah, well, once again, congratulations. Any thoughts there, Turtle, on any other match games in this match, or any other thoughts there for Kraken?
Not really, just really solid lines. And again, congrats for getting your first win and securing your team to get the victory this week.
Yeah, thank
Really
you.
nice
Thank you for
stuff.
having me.
Yeah, one last thing before we let you go. Can you tell me a little about your druid list? Because that was, something interesting that I hadn't seen
Yeah.
too much of. The
Well, I mean,
Asper keys.
yeah, I don't know how many people. No, I'm kind of like the Druid guy these days. It seems like, or at least one of them. And my whole channel and stream is about Druid stuff. And this is kind of the list I kind of gone upon. A lot of people are playing Yogg. I've always been a fan of Ysera, and a lot of the matchups. I think having a sap and a board wipe for ramp is more efficient right now with rogues and paladins and stuff like that. And I really like Sneed's Goliath a lot. I think it in a lot more matchups becomes relevant than the Abominable Lieutenant. But it's like the thing about Ram Druid now is that you can play like Moonlit allows you to have basically second copies of a lot of tech cards in your deck. So that was kind of my whole. It's kind of like a toolbox deck almost.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch. And then the other thing that we saw interesting in your lineup was that Tavish in the Face Hunter, as well as those Bloodseekers. I think not as common brings. We didn't get to see them play out in this matchup. Your Hunter, I think, just got super far ahead with that Trog early. But tell me a bit about those techs that you put in there.
Well, the weapons, which is that the name of the weapon? I always forget the
the
name of it.
Bloodseeker. Yep.
But yeah, the Bloodseeker weapon. There's a lot of like board based stuff going around, and there's a lot of like 2/2s and 1/2s that can be on the board very early in the game, and whether it's like a mirror match or rogue playing a wand thief or something like that, it's very helpful a lot of times. And it kind of falls in the same package as running Tavish, where a lot of these days sometimes Face Hunter runs a little bit slow, or it runs a little bit like doesn't get there sometimes versus some of it's not fast enough. So I think having Tavish is a little bit extra oomph there at the end. It helps a lot.
Awesome. Yeah. Really, really cool stuff. Well done once again. And congrats to you and your team. Thanks for joining us. And I think we have another fun match lined up here very shortly.
We do.
All right, I'll be sure to tune in.
Awesome. Thanks, Flying Kraken. You have a great
See
night,
ya.
man.
You too.
Well, hopefully we'll have another exciting match. We have the two players. Turtle can help run us through the Hero Series match. So for his team,
Yeah. My teammate Super Buckles, hasn't quite gotten a win yet in this series, but he's looking to get one here. He's only been playing the game for around 2 or 3 months now, so very new. Has been playing the game less time than most of us have even been in THL. So yeah, super fresh player, looking to learn a lot about the game. So hopefully all of the skills he's learned he can show off in this stream.
Yeah, this will be a fun one. I love the Silver Scrapes equivalent here of in THL. We got Roadrunner. We're also seeing some classes maybe a little less popular in the higher seeds. We got Warrior going for Super Buckles. I'm interested to see. I'm probably a Quest Warrior, like you said, a newer player, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe you have a little bit of insight there you can give us before we jump too much in. Oh, it looks like the Hunter is banned for Super Buckle, so we'll see Paladin, Shaman, and Warrior potentially there. And for Roadrunner, we have the Rogue band, so that's going to be Druid, Shaman, and Warlock for Roadrunner. So no Thief Rogue this time around for either player. Yeah, Super Buckle's not even bringing the Rogue.
Super Buckle's not quite having the dust to craft the Rogue.
Oh, given the secret tech out for the rest of the teams there that are going to play you guys, but who knows? Super Buckles could get that before the nerfs happen, or maybe the nerfs will just happen. We can ignore that. But yeah, we do have those bans in. Like I said, it is both players again looking for their first win of the season. So it's exciting stuff. We had a first win just earlier, and now another opportunity or a guaranteed first win for somebody. But it'll be really fun to see how it shakes up and who does take that first win. Currently, your team at Diamond up 14-10. So Roadrunner, the only chance here for LeBran. I don't know how they want us to pronounce that.
Yes.
Yes, but their team only chance here would be for a tie if Roadrunner gets that sweep. But still, those points going to be really important. The current series, that was neck and neck. Look at that. Every single game went to Game 5, or actually every single match went to Game 5 so far in this series. Let's see if we can get one more of those.
Yep.
That's been really close. And yeah, we've been telling Super Buckles all throughout the season, just even if he can win one game in each week, we're going to consider that a win for him.
Yep.
Just setting the goals low.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Points
and here, if he can get that win, it will mean we do lock out the series. So
Yep.
He knows his goal in mind. So let's see if Super Buckles can achieve it.
Game. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. And your team currently at 35 points, 1-2. So definitely this week getting that win would be really nice. LeBran at 0-3. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get a win this week, but could get that tie still. So let's see how it does play out. Saku, are they ready to play?
They are ready to go. So we're going to have Roadrunner versus Spectate. So it'll be at the bottom of the screen for our viewers with Super Buckles at the top of your screen. So both players are on cams, so you're going to see their beautiful faces as well. So we're going to get them going.
Fantastic stuff. Oh, yeah, and Roadrunner with that legend, 6,000, nice. So 5 seed hitting the legend. You love to see that.
Yeah, Super Buckles has not quite been able to hit legend. Did have like 11x coming out of Apprentice somehow, which we don't know how it happened.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but wasn't quite able to capitalize and hit legend and fell back to around 9x.
Well, definitely still plenty of time. That's a really good showing. We're talking pretty early stuff for a player to be pushing that. So good stuff. And it looks like our players are ready and going. Let's jump on in.
All right. So a quick reminder for our viewers, this is LHS format there. So you win, you keep playing with your deck.
Oh, yeah. And Super Buckles looks like we are starting with that Quest Warrior.
That Pirate Warrior versus the Quest Warlock.
Yeah. A good starting hand here for Super Buckles. And
one of the things we've been working with him on the most recently has been mulligans. So glad to not see him pitch away the 1-drop.
Yeah, and Roadrunner with not a bad hand either does have the full-blown evil to answer some of these early boards and the backfire as well to cycle through the deck and get that quest going. Super Buckles could have the opportunity here to get that coin down. Does have a nice curve going in, but can just wait as well. Get the Harbor Scamp into the Cargo Guard or see what's what next turn.
Just tapping. Second backfire picked up kind of slow. Ooh, and Super Buckles picking up the weapon.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Most of these decks only just running the Whetstone Hatchet, so that means that this Raid the Docks first proc will not pull anything, but we'll see. I don't know the exact list. Maybe you do.
I do know the exact list, so might still pull something, might not. But yeah, we'll see that.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. It will not be pulling anything else.
Okay, yeah, we'll see it very shortly next turn.
The one Whetstone Hatchet.
That's okay. Not your favorite thing to see, but a good hand nonetheless for Buckles to continue trying to push this.
I do like to see him pointing out that the deckhand as well, especially with that 0-mana weapon in hand, just going for some stronger tempo plays against the Quest Warlock.
Yeah, now gonna get that buff going first, see if you can land it on something else. And then going for the South Sea Captain here just to continue to push the damage. We're gonna see here this not draw anything like you said.
little bit unfortunate, but still does have 3 other pirates in hand, which will be almost enough to like 1 pirate off, I believe, from the Rokara, but we'll probably draw it eventually. Tapping again. Drain Soul. Yeah, the Anetheron in hand, Roadrunner not being able to play here.
Yeah. We'll be able to get it down next turn, but it's currently taking a ton of damage, and no way to get a double full-blown evil anytime soon either. Well, in a couple turns, but not in time, I think, here.
Yeah, Roadrunner's holding 18 cards left in deck as well. Not seeing a Soul Rend in hand either to get that number a little bit lower.
Yeah, that would be a big, big top deck here for Roadrunner if they can find it.
Now in Super Buckle's doing the correct order. I'm proud.
Oh, it looks like we find the Mortal Coil, so still another shot here. Could rip that first onto the 2-1.
Really full hand. We'll have the Anetheron coming down, which will start to stop some of the Pirate Warrior damage, but yeah, already at 11 HP. Roadrunner's gonna have to find some healing pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, even with that Natheron, there's a chance this could just be lethal if one of these, you just play a minion. Actually, Fog Booter should just do it, right? Oh no, it has to now with the Fog Booter, or the Freebooter, Fogtail Freebooter.
One of them.
One of them has to go phased, yeah. But that's not a bad odds. Does not find the Soul Rend here, so gonna rip the Full-Blown Evil to try to negate some of this damage. Could clear off the 4/4. Let's see. Does not hit it though.
Not quite. So now both of the cannon shots are gonna have to hit face if Super Buckles wants to have lethal.
Yeah, there's certainly a chance here.
Yeah, the Midnight Cannons won't quite guarantee it. Going face, he's saying.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Do both of these hit the face? Oh no, not quite. And the worst result there. Not a clean trade either. So a little unfortunate. Gonna probably
huge cargo guard though.
Big cargo guard. Gonna just rip it here. Push the damage face. You know that they did not have the best clears last turn, that you just saw a full-blown evil.
Yeah,
gonna have to go for the tap.
Finding heals. Tapping in a flashlight, that's not heal. I mean, he does get the 3 health off of the...
Yeah, that's just not going to be enough here, though.
Does Roadrunner even have any removal in the hand? I don't
I'm not seeing any.
So.
Yeah, and no way to play a taunt either from this Baron Scavenger.
Will this just be... just looks like it's game from what I see.
Yeah, there's no way to clear off 2 minions. You can Anathra unless... Yeah, I don't know what could possibly... What you could possibly get here. There's nothing, right? I am not, like... I'm trying to think if there's...
I mean, like, the out is backfire into touch, right? That's the only line that he isn't immediately dead to.
It has to be touch as the first one too, because it's like really. I mean, that has to be that's the only line. But
will Roadrunner see it? I mean, if Roadrunner doesn't do that, not too big of a deal. But
that will be game
one.
Super Buckles getting the 1 win needed to secure the week for your team. Now it's all just gravy, right? Just keep cruising with that quest where we will not see that quest warlock anymore.
He's already done what he set out to do. And this is his 2nd ever THL win, so doubling his total win count now.
Wow, huge week for Buckles. Huge week there for Buckles. And that means that warlock is gone. Do you expect this druid or shaman to come out here for Roadrunner to answer?
It really depends on the archetype. Like if it's like a beast druid, then I imagine that'll come out. But if it's like a ramp druid, then probably not. But druid being queued up looks like.
Yeah, and look at this fancy druid as well.
Beast druid.
Beast druid. But yeah, look, it's 1K druid. So this is Roadrunner getting a lot of games in with that druid as well.
Yeah. Interesting keep from Super Buckles the Ratchet Privateer.
Yeah, no weapon.
Not too sure I agree with that.
It's a pirate. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about
Man, the
that one.
cannons though will be pretty good in this.
Oh, and there's that hatchet once again, top decked here for Buckles. So
I mean, the hatchet is a little bit better now than the Ratchet Privateer.
yeah, it worked out, I guess.
Buckles just knew that he would draw it. Just reading into the future. Ooh.
Could get a second Arbor Up, Oracle, or Living Seed. I mean, all these are pretty good cards.
Yeah, I
in the deck,
really
but
like the Oracle Balloon.
Yes.
Pick up from Roadrunner here. Just dropping it on turn 3 is going to be huge.
Yeah, especially when this is what you're facing. But now maybe a rethink on that play.
Yeah, Super Oracle's very smart play here. Just coining out a minion to contest the Oracle Balloon. I know last year as he played, he didn't quite realize the power of Oracle Balloon, so he didn't clear it and lost because of it.
Oh,
But
so now recognizing
clearly
and
learning from his mistakes.
gonna have a nice clear here, and
Picks up
a
the
couple of
Blood
different
Sword Raider
options.
as well.
Considering the cannons, it doesn't allow for anything really too fancy on the other end. I am more interested in that hatchet play potentially.
I think he's gonna always be playing Hatchet here, right? And depending on if he wants to man the cannons or trade his minion in.
Right.
Is the other consideration.
Yeah, I think maybe hovering the Privateer to make sure that's not just one damage. So it is going to be the man the cannons and the hatchet to clear off the Elune.
Yeah. And also a reasonable play. Saving a little bit more health on this minion.
Park Panther a little bit awkward here because you have to trade in, and you'd like to use that 3 damage onto the 3 health minion, but
and this hatchet gonna be getting another very nice trade here. An awkward turn though. Sword Eater will be killing the charges of the hatchet.
Oh!
Super Buckles swinging
Super
face.
Buckles saying, I want to push this 1 damage. I don't care that this Park Panther gives you +3. We don't. Nah. Who cares?
Interesting line from Super Buckles.
Interesting line there, indeed. Wild Heart Guff coming out does also have. Are we going to see this Adorable Infestation to not take the damage? I think we will. Power of the Wild. The Guardian Animals only pulls, I believe, Park Panthers in the deck. We've already seen one, so.
Also, it'll pull a Park Panther and an Owl right now. And
Does it
Owl's
discount?
too expensive.
Oh yeah,
right?
Owl's too expensive. It doesn't read the discount until it's in your hand, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
you're correct. It'll just pull the Park Panthers.
And yeah, so just be 1 Park Panther, but we did end up taking it.
Yeah, this Anchorman has a nice trade here as well. Also, the Privateer plus the Freebooter, just a ton of stats on board.
Yeah, that's pretty beefy. And it looks like Buckles is saying, I want the beef. Take me to Arby's. Here we go.
Again, not drawing a weapon off the first stage, but 1 away from the cannons will be nice.
Yeah, it's a big 7-3. We do see on the other end Owl's getting pretty cheap. Does have the Living Seed to make it even cheaper.
Ooh, and composting pickup as well.
Yeah. Can start getting some discounts. How cheap is this Matriarch now? We play the Owl. We also have the Marsil Cub. So if we play Living Seed, that goes down to 3. 2, 10, 3, 6, 7. So we could composting 2 minions and then play the Owl, or okay, we're gonna go for this instead.
As well.
Yeah.
That will really also nice reduce. Yeah, being able to Thorngrowth plus Owl, strong play to clear off this 7-3.
Stonemaul has an opportunity to come down here. A little bit awkward mana usage, but does get a nice Frenzy proc. Could find where we are running a couple 1-cost pirates.
Yeah, also I believe he's 1 pirate away from the the quest progression, so we'll have a
Yep.
couple of snipes to hit off some of these taunt minions.
Yeah, absolutely. Could potentially hit both taunts and get that, or even one taunt would be great with the Stone Maul because you just trade into the other one and push everything else face. Looks like we are going to go for that. Let's see where these juggles hit. Last time we wanted them both to go face. Let's see what they do this time around. Does hit a taunt and the 1/1, so we're going to be able to full clear and push 8 damage.
Pretty much
Draw
best
card.
case scenario for Super Buckles there.
Yeah.
Oh, and picks up the 1 drop as well.
Oh, there we go. What are we talking about? And that is going to allow for the Rokara,
Rokara
next
can come
turn.
down next turn with the
Yeah.
Harbor Scamp.
Huge pickup there for Super Buckles, and it's going to be tough. Guardian Animals only going to pull the Park Panther. I think Roadrunner maybe not familiar with this, and that is going to not allow for the Matriarch nor the Umbral Hour to come down. Yeah, Roadrunner, I think, not familiar with that play, and is going to be able to clear a decent amount, but it's just a little too slow, I think.
Alright,
we
so
find
now
that
Super
Oracle.
Buckles can see the line of Harbor Scamp into Rokara, then he will be able to play it. Looks like he does see it.
Super
Okay.
Buckles, yeah, let's see. Rokara gonna be able to come down turn 7. Not a bad result here, especially with that wet zone draw.
Yeah, really fast Rokara, all things considered. Having to play a Stone Maul as well, just
Yeah.
really turboing through.
I think this is really gonna be down to a Oracle top deck. Did not find it. Has one more shot here with the hero power. I mean, if we can find an Oracle, we get some big matriarchs. We get some owls in there. We can then composting them. We're not in bad shape at all. But it's gonna have to be that Oracle top deck. Roadrunner not even gonna try for it, saying I don't know where this doesn't
Yeah,
even
I mean,
clear anything very nice. Very
Owl
cleanly.
plus Matriarch and like an Arbor up as well can get there. But yeah, as you said, the
Yeah.
Rokara won't even be able to die.
Yeah, so actually going for the Living Seed here first before the Arbor up, looking for a Matriarch. That was a little bit of a misplay. Could have actually gotten the Marshall Cub down as well if we held the Umbral Hour for the Living Seed. So little bit of a misplay,
Sending
but does get
all
a
of this
really
damage
big board.
Face, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be close. Was able to find that other Matriarch to, I
I think
think,
Buckles is looking
potentially...
for a Mr. Smite here. Double face? Is that gonna be enough? No, not quite.
Not it, and I think Roadrunner's
Wait.
got it here.
Wait, Anchorman.
Not draw.
It's 1 damage off lethal. Super Buckles is 1 off lethal right now. Yeah, because you won't be able to draw off this Anchorman. And we'll only be able to send the 4 damage face.
Yeah, is there anything you can draw? I mean, no, you can't draw off the Anchorman and get the 4 damage face. So 1 off, like you said. Wow. I don't know. I mean, you could do the trades, and is there something that you can draw for 3 mana off the Anchorman that gets you there? I don't think so. If you do go for the draw off of a 4/5 or something. So yeah, just gonna do the attacks.
Anyway, Super Buckles isn't dead. No,
we get
right?
through-
Because
but that's
Cargo
not
Guard.
quite enough, yeah. Even for
1
3.
damage off lethal. Coming very close.
Beast Druid finds the win. 20 damage showing. 23 with that proc. And that is going to be a 1-1 on this series. We have a chance here for the 5-game match. Now it's going to be that Druid that Super Buckles has to answer. Only the Paladin and Shaman remaining. What do you think Buckles is going to run into this Druid? We do, with Shaman you have options like, you could go Quest Shaman, you could go...
If he's listened to anything that we've told him, he will queue the Paladin, but I am not 100% sure.
Yeah, let's
Ooh,
see.
he queues the Shaman, though. Yeah, this makes sense. He's a lot more comfortable on the Shaman deck, so just going what he knows best.
Okay, is this just aggro elemental shaman based on the
Yes, it will be
hand?
Doomhammer Shaman, yeah.
Yeah. Not a terrible matchup. The Matriarch makes it a little bit trickier, but if you can dodge those and get the damage in before, certainly a winnable matchup. And Super Buckles with a decent start here, kindling an elemental and a custodian to draw that weapon.
Interesting mulligan from Roadrunner as well. So I really wants to keep the Matriarch, I assume. Really strong card in the matchup, but maybe a little bit too slow.
Yeah, it's an interesting one,
Does
especially when you don't know what
keep it
version
looks
of
like,
Shaman, right? Yeah, it does look like a full keep.
Oh, you built this for me?
So
Primal Dungeoneer coming down as well, be able to refill Super Buckle's hand.
yeah, pretty good curve here. It does have the Gyre Worm if we want next turn. If we don't want to float any mana, it's also an option, and we get that Battle Cry off.
Ooh, some of the other Thorn Growth as well. Yeah, this Matriarch is gonna be will be able to be played on turn 3 if Roadrunner wants.
Oh, I mean, with that draw of the Oracle, might hold off potentially. We'll see what else we get. But yeah, turn 3 Matriarch, pretty good. So yeah, the Gyre Worm gonna come down and value trade here.
Yeah, bumping in as well, just
yeah.
setting up that. And with the Adorable Infestation, Roadrunner's gonna, on turn 4, be able to get
Oracle,
2.
double Matriarch, yeah.
Yeah. With this hand, it's looking like Super Buckles is gonna have a really tough time.
Yeah, and the drawing of the Doomhammer makes it even tougher with both of those custodians.
And if Forgeborn pickup, though, will be the...
Bucket's just drawn to all these weapons. Every type of weapon cycle, just we're losing it. We're losing it every game for Buckles. Oh!
Playing the Matriarch now instead of waiting for next turn.
Yeah, I guess valuing the tempo this turn, doesn't want to wait one more turn to make that happen.
I mean,
we do have the Forgeborn.
Forgeborn here will be nice. Not too strong this turn with the value trade staring it down. Oh, bumping first as well to counteract that value trade a little bit. But yeah, the Living Seeds be able to come down, get another cheap minion for Oracle, or just Moonlake Guidance.
Another Matriarch available. That is going to be, I think, we're just going to play it because we get another one anyway.
Yeah, and you could just play the second Matriarch as well for free. This is going to be really tough for Super Buckles to claw back from.
Yeah, it looks like also Living Seed hovered here. Not a bad option. Just see what you get. You can get another Matriarch, I believe. We do hit the Park Panther. Get a one discount's not bad. Looks like we're holding on the Matriarch this time around. Nope, never mind.
Nope,
yeah,
just playing
go for the tempo.
And now, the Snowfall Guardian pickup.
Wow! That is a huge
draw
pickup.
from Buckle.
Oh, right after the discount too. This is gonna counteract a lot of that power.
Also, just considering playing Doomhammer, but yeah, no, just going for the Snowfall Guardian. It's a 7/7
really,
as
really
well.
powerful.
Park Panther will be able to come down and just full counter this if Roadrunner chooses to play it.
Yeah, certainly an option here. The Umbral
That's
Owl
a free owl as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Roadrunner had the option
here
to go Oracle Balloon plus Owl, also full clearing, but just saving Oracle Balloon, holding on to a little bit longer, grading out just that much.
Arid Stormer does not really clear anything off too nicely. Doomhammer with that Storm Strike was an option if we had Doomhammered instead last turn, but we would have been tanking a ton of damage. Sleepbreaker probably having to come down here just to freeze one of these at least.
I could also see just setting up Doomhammer now, because he'll have to get it down eventually. Arid Stormer as well coming down. Actually, he can clear both of the Matriarchs with Storm Strike.
Yeah, with the Storm Strike, that's true. Yeah, in double, that might be the play here. It does go for the Sleepbreaker because you can get it down in addition.
Might also just freeze and set up a big board.
So, yeah, it looks like double trade freeze. I would have liked to see, if we're doing this, the Custodians first, just in case. which are the other Doomhammer, but we are.
Slight ordering that
Yeah.
those kind of plays come with having like a lot of game. Like,
Yeah.
don't blame him too much for missing
No,
that slight
no.
ordering.
No problem at all.
Yeah, but I talked to him a little bit before the match, and he said that if he makes misplays, we're more than welcome to call them out.
Well, this is going to be tough to come back from. Double
Yeah.
Owl coming down
Double
as
Owl,
well.
and with Super Uncles not being able to clear off this this Oracle Balloon, double Ibis next turn as well.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, this Beastie is just proving to be a pretty big problem for his more aggressive lineup of classes.
Oh, and the other
That gets
Guardian
so
off the
full.
top. Wow, still in it here. Does have that and the Macaw to follow up next turn. Could Hero Power first for an even bigger Snowfall Guardian if we want. Not the worst option.
Yeah, but even with this freeze, the double Ibis coming down next turn is just going to be really strong.
Okay, so choosing. Oh, gets the
Oh,
Searing
gets a
Cut up.
1/1.
Really smart play there. Going to be able to clear off the
Yeah,
one got dealt
never
with, but
punished.
we do see the Ibis coming down. Double Ibis. What do we got? 7/7 with Taunt Divine Shield Rush. That is going to be quite a lot. Going to be able to clear off this Guardian. We do have the Macaw to follow up, but no way to really answer this board. So Macaw most certainly coming down. The 4/1 gonna be able to trade in first if we want. There were the 1/1 into the 4/1. Let's see if Super Buckles chooses you. No, just gonna freeze.
Yeah,
just say I'd
freezing.
rather clear you out, lock you out of the board, and get my Doomhammer set up. Is there anything in this deck that can deal with this though?
I don't think so. Outside of like a Instructor Fireheart pickup,
Yeah.
it's really hard for Super Buckles to deal with.
Yeah, thinking about the trade here potentially, I think locking them out of the board with that Oracle on board as well. Pretty nice, considering you don't really have anything else to do. But looks like we're just gonna start clearing off the board and hope for the best. No answer on the other side. Gonna be able to play this Guff though. Get some draws.
Down, maybe a bit late, but yeah, just turning the Hero Power into a Warlock one to get some card draw. Yeah, both Snowfall Guardians use one Macaw. Another Macaw pickup would be great for Super Buckles, but yeah, with these Ivises having Taunt, no real way to get the space damage through.
Yeah, Taunt just cheat into this deck. And Menacing Nimbus, is there any elemental that could do anything here? I don't know. I don't think so.
We have the Hex Elemental, but Super Buckles didn't even play it until last turn for that to be active.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
think there's going to be too much for him to do.
All right, might just have to come down to this Paladin then to try to beat the Druid. Guess let's see what's in the box. Fire Ellie not quite gonna do
Off
it.
the Oracle Balloon, but yeah, it's already done its damage copying those Ibises. Like, if the Oracle Balloon didn't come down to copy the double Ibis, maybe Super Vocals had a chance to get his way back in this game, but yeah, just so
Yeah, I
much
guess
value from the Oracle Balloon.
Technically dead either way. That's 18 plus. Oh no, we don't have the regular hero power, so not dead on board.
But dead to this
but-
part.
Yeah, we know the Arbor Up is gonna finish things off, but finding the line to at least stay alive potentially there. But that is going to be game 3 going to Roadrunner. The Druid just continuing to push through.
Yeah. This next matchup that we're going to see is the only other THL game Super Buckles has won. So, clearly knows how to navigate this next matchup. So, let's see if he can pull it off, or if Roadrunner will just continue to claw through with his Druid. We saw him having the 1,000 win Druid portrait. So, clearly Roadrunner knowing his way around the Druid class.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it. Yeah, we have to have the Paladin, and it looks like it's going to be hand buff Paladin.
Yeah,
Or just
hand buff Paladin
buff-
instead of
yeah.
the classic Libram from Super Vocals.
I'm sure you already knew that little insider secret, but glad to have it revealed here. And you were saying this is a matchup Super Buckles as the previous win was this Paladin to the Druid.
Yeah, he managed to get his Carriel down on 7, and then he used the hero power on turn 8 and hit Submurrow. It was like a 1 in 6 to hit Submurrow, and he managed to hit it to clear the board.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but Oracle of Loon in the hand from Roadrunner gonna offer some more plays. Also the Frost Kennels to get those little self-mins. Submurrow plus Alliance Bannerman in hand, though.
Yeah, that is nice. The Pack Mule a little less nice to start with it in the hand, but not the end of the world.
It's okay caster-wise.
Yes, it is. That's true.
Break our game.
Is that still broken? Oh, jeez.
It is, yep.
It's forever.
Ever?
All right.
Yeah, I imagine we'll just see a Pack Mule come down.
Just contest the board and actually running Mark of the Spike Shell as well.
Mark of the Spike Shell not running it. Found enough nature studies last turn.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There you go.
Yeah.
There are taunt druids that are running it, but it is not being run in the beast druid, so I was very surprised to see it. But yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Really, it's not too heavy.
And funnily enough, you mentioned the Pack Mule not being good in hand. When we were practicing this deck with him, he asked us if he kept Pack Mule in the mulligan, if he duplicated it as well. Not like as intuitive of a card as some of us who have played the game a lot might think.
Yeah, opportunity here to use the Samuro just to fight for the board again. Does clear the Kennels minion as well. Looks like we are going to go for that.
And this 2/7 will be out 2/4. Still a really solid stat line against this Druid.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's definitely consideration with the other buffs in the hand, maybe to keep it for a wider board, but fighting for the board early makes it a lot harder for the Druid to do stuff. Although they do.
I think especially with this Carriel in hand, it makes sense for Super Buckles to just use his AoE now, knowing that he has some more later on. Yeah, but double Druid of the Shark.
Whoa, and oh, wow, yeah, okay. Sure.
What a clear Sunwing Squawker, I don't think has any spells in it.
I do not think so. We haven't played any spells yet, but can start getting going with this Protector and this Hand of a Doll, maybe. Noble Mount a little bit more awkward to give Divine Shield to it, but
yeah, good hero power plus Noble Mount, but I just want to see this hand roll come down to contest the Oracle Balloon.
Blessing of Authority picked up. Can just hero power here, I think. No need to Noble Mount. I guess it does set up the Sunwing Noble Mount, but
yeah, also make sure that the Druid can't just kill it with the hero power. But yeah, just going for his own Silverhand Recruit instead. Yeah, Roadrunner just being able to play Guff here. And there's a choice if he wants to Peasant or Thorn Growth. Or Thorn Guard.
Yeah, it does get a couple of taunts down to maybe set up for this Peasant. But although the Peasant now will be coming down on a Carriel turn, potentially. So now the option to play the Blessing is not bad. Will copy with the Sunwing. They don't really have good ways to get through the taunt, so I don't mind it. It does mean that you can't double trade, so I could also see it here on.
Ooh, spreading out the Blessing also does make sense. Allows him to trade into both of these top minions this turn.
Yeah, I think both lines could definitely be viable. Getting a giant taunt in the way into Druid is nice too, though.
I think I would have rather see it on the taunt, but I also don't hate seeing it on the. Ooh, that's a huge draw from Roadrunner.
Huge, and can get these Peasants down. Could alternatively just hit that Arbor Up button now. Looks like we're going for the Living Seed. See what other fun we can get. How that is a cheap owl can get some nice clears. Gonna just Arbor Up now, and I don't know.
This is a huge board without like a Bear of. It does not look like Super Buckles will be able to.
I don't know that I liked the order of things there, but Because if we were because we could have gotten some of those trades cleaner and still had some of the treants, I believe, based on how we had to trade anyway with the double owls. I think
Yeah,
there was a way
trading
to
in
do
double
that.
owl before the arbor up would have meant Roadrunner had 2 more 4/3 treants.
Yeah, he could have went one into the taunt and then the other into the 8/8 and still gotten the same clear and had the 4/3 treants. But anyways, on the other side of things, Buckles does have the Lightforge Carriel, does not clear anything here.
Carriel
Runs
just
back.
a little bit too late. You go,
Oh,
Mr.
Smite.
Smite to
Oh,
trade into a
no.
taunt.
This
Yeah,
doesn't even value trade. This feels really, really bad. And the
what else did he
Oracle.
have to do? Yeah, just super
Oh, wow.
awkward turn from Super Ruckles. Oh, and the second matriarch pickup from
Oh
Roadrunner.
boy, this is gonna be it, I think, here for Buckles, but got the crucial win in that first game with the Warrior to secure the week, double the total wins here for Super Buckles. So really well done. Roadrunner, just a little bit more of a seasoned player, had some nice plays and able to just secure the win with that Druid that it seems like Roadrunner does seem to favor.
Yeah, Roadrunner just proving that he knows how to pilot this Druid against these aggressive classes. Yeah, nothing really for Super Buckles to do here.
Yeah, I think last turn maybe had to go for the Sunwing Squawker. I don't know I guess we would have been dead though on the board.
Even with the Squawker, I don't think there were any outs from this deck
No.
outside of like a Barov pickup somehow into this Carriel. Yeah, Carriel does stop a lot of damage. Will not stop 27 divided by 2.
Yeah, it's not exactly how it works, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because they'll get 3 from each of the 5s. They'll get 4 from the
slightly
7.
more,
Odd
but
numbers give you extra damage. It wasn't going to be enough regardless, but that is going to be the game and the match for Super Buckles. Does still secure the win on the week. 15 now to 14. Neck and neck week, but Diamond able to get there. Must feel good, Turtle, watching that. Getting the win you wanted. Super Buckles showing some good good skill, I think, for
definitely
a
the
newer player.
cleanest he's ever played a THL match from watching some of his replays.
Yeah, so able to take the pressure on the stream. Good sign for things to come. Hoping to see one of those wins soon, but Roadrunner going to be able to get their first win of the season. Not enough with their team not able to get the wins this week, but still a very well fought battle here into Diamond, as close as it really gets.
Yeah, you got to think of the extra pressure too. Super Buckle being first time on stream as well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of add on. Hey, what's up, Roadrunner? Congrats on the win.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm happy to be here on stream, and yeah.
Just gonna say,
really well done.
Your cam is suggesting that you're copying in Marty B or NHL NJ fan with the relaxed atmosphere you have there in your bed.
Oh, yeah. Also, so the hat. I mean, a while ago my Instagram name was Roadrunner, and I was at I was at a friend's bar mitzvah or something for
nice
Jewish, and basically they custom designed hats there, and I was like, oh, I want to get one that says Roadrunner. I'm like, this is gonna be useful at some point in time. And I was right. So
this was the moment it was leading all up to.
Yes.
It's amazing. Really nice stuff.
Thank you.
We were talking about your Druid play as well, able to get all those wins there on the Druid.
Yeah.
You had that 1K portrait as well, so assuming that's one of your favorites. Can you tell me a little bit more about your lineup there?
Yeah. So I think I have 1,000 now in Mage, Druid, and Hunter.
Wow,
and
very nice.
Yeah, thank you. And then I have 500 in Paladin, Shaman, and Rogue. So others to come, but yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and how'd that sort of matchup feel? I know we were talking a little bit about Super Buckles Turtle on their team. A very new player, but I think played a good match there, all things
yeah, no,
considered.
they did really well. Yeah.
But yeah, how does it feel with
Honestly,
that first win of the season too? I know it started off a little rough for you. Uh,
yeah, so I've just not had the greatest start to this season, and I'm not gonna lie, honestly, and goes back to last season a little bit, but last season, um actually the last time I was on stream, no, the time before that, because the last time I was on stream was week 1 Legacy, but the time before that was actually Fish sweeping me for the deciding victory of one of the playoff games.
oh boy.
So, yeah, so I walked away from that, and honestly, I was in kind of a not dark, but like, I was in like not the best place mentally with Hearthstone, and you know what, now I'm just having fun, and yeah, I'm just, it's all about the mental game too,
Yeah,
so,
no, that's
yeah,
definitely what it's all about. You know, we've all been there, had our ruts, and sometimes it just takes one win to get things going again. So I wish you the best of luck moving forward the rest of your
absolutely.
season. Not able, unfortunately, to secure the first win for your team this week, but very, very close, ending on that 14-15 Super Buckles with that Warrior win, just able to eke out the
Eee.
win over the tie.
Ah, that's
But
so
really,
sad.
really, yeah, really well done. I mean, this is a great series for your team, all things considered. Every single game, every single match going to Game 5 except for yours. So
Yeah,
it's a really, really close series, and I'm sure the rest of your teammates will turn around. Some players that are very seasoned, kind of also having a slower start to the season.
sure. Oh yeah. Oh no, I mean I expect, we made playoffs last season, so
Yeah, you guys have a
hopefully,
really strong team going, and hopefully you guys can turn it around for this second half of the season.
yeah. Thanks, Turtle. I appreciate that. But yeah, all right. Sorry.
Yeah. Any other
Hold on.
thoughts there on your match? I don't know, Turtle. Do you have any more questions here for Roadrunner?
Yeah, what I one thing I was gonna ask, if you don't mind sharing the secrets, what kind of shaman deck did you bring? Because I could not figure it out myself. I was interested to know
Oh,
what you were gonna bring if we got to see that shaman.
yeah. So, the shaman, I was thinking it could have been, just a standard elemental doomhammer like sewer, but I actually I was going to play Bolner, the Bolner OTK one. Um, that one I also like because it's a very good pally counter. And I knew that Silver Buckles had the Paladin. I was banning Hunter, leaving the pally up. Therefore, I just thought, why not bring some Bolner? So, yeah. However, I was a bit worried about the Bolner into Warrior if it came to that. So, I'm glad that, the Druid was able to do stuff. But, yeah.
And that druid almost going down as well. You survived at 1 HP against the warrior.
Oh my gosh, that stressed me out so much. I don't know if you were seeing it, but like, oh man, I was so stressed. I was like, Smite is the only punish here. Please no Smite.
Yeah, it's either if you got smite or if you got the 5/1 weapon off of.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Or
forgot
Boral
that.
even, yeah. There were a
Yeah, that
few
was
outs, but
wasted
Okay.
in. Yeah.
you managed to miss them all and you barely eked out that druid
Oh,
win.
yeah, I was so scared there. So anyway, one last GG's to Super Buckles. You played really well, man, and yeah, I mean, I think someone told me you've only been playing for 3 months, so that's absolutely incredible. Great job. Yeah, so, and thanks to all the casters and offers out there. Thank you so much to Myanodon, Turtle, and Saku. Yeah.
Got it, man.
Yeah. Our pleasure.
And as you said, Super Eagles is new, so I'm sure he will love to hear some encouraging words from the community to help keep him going and learning Hearthstone.
Absolutely, for sure. So, yeah, thank you all so much. Um, so So hopefully the season ends less rough than it started.
Yeah, you've got your first win now. Just win the rest of them. Just keep this momentum going.
Yeah, that's what I was joking to my legacy team because in the legacy I also am 1-3 now, and I was joking to my legacy team. I just want my victories to be like a check mark, like I that first week and I keep going up. So we'll see what happens, but
Yeah, hopefully the rest of the season goes well for you. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yep.
See you all. Thank you.
Yeah, take care, Roadrunner.
Take care.
See ya.
You guys too. Bye.
Awesome. What a couple of matches we had tonight. Really good stuff. Like to see all sides of the spectrum. We got the Pro Series and then Hero Series 5 seeds. Always fun to watch, especially some of those newer players. Really impressive stuff. So, well done by everybody tonight. Any last thoughts, friends, here before we? I know Saki, you have, I'm sure, a ton of announcements for the week.
Yeah, I'm glad my Oh, this is not the right channel. Okay, so
No, yeah, go ahead. No, please. I mean, you've earned it. You've been a fan for a very long time.
I have been, yeah. But actually, I'm not sure if anything's happening on Monday. There might be a tournament. I just haven't really seen what's going on content. But typically, our Tuesday nights are filled up with the lovely Hearth Center with Lotus Knight doing his deal. Then we have Fish following that up on the following day on Wednesday with Tavern Talk and his pals. Wednesday is Marty B's special Wild and Out episodes. Later on that evening, if there is any interest, Thursday throwdown for a THL match or two, just depending on availability. Then we rotate back to Friday night fights with some matches with myself and Corden, and possibly a newer caster. And then we go to, maybe Salty Saturday. I think Wild 9 is going to be off this weekend, so I might be filling in. And then we're back here again to Sunday Showdown. In between obviously, if anybody's got any day matches, they can let Lotus Knight know, and he can set you up with Schoolstone either on Saturday or Sunday in between the hours of 2 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm happy to have any kind of daytime or matinee style THL content. So, Turtle, you got anything going on?
Not much. I just want to mention one thing. If Justin or Milo are watching the stream, make sure you start doing your push-ups. Yeah, both of them made an agreement that for me or Super Reckles, because we had a clutch up tonight to win, that they would each do 100 push-ups per game win and then 100 more for a match win, and we got 5 total points between the two of us. So.
Wow, is this gonna be videotape for?
Is it how? What is the span over? How many push-ups per?
I don't think they set that, but sure.
When's the deadline?
Figuring out.
Gotta...
Yeah,
it's a lot of push-ups to do in one day.
Either me or Super Ruckles to win any game, so
brutal.
They're in for a shock.
Yep. Get to the ground and give me 100. That's
all right.
That's a rough one.
Get the chest day going.
That's right. All right, gang. So I want to thank all our viewers tonight for tuning in on the 2 matches. Thanks for Flying Kraken. Jeez, I keep on saying Krakow for some strange reason. But anyway, Flying Kraken and Venus
Release
Simone.
the Krakow.
That's right. For being on stream earlier tonight. Wonderful match there too with Flying Kraken's his Druid alternative. So great match. So thanks everybody. And we will see you possibly Monday, if not definitely Tuesday. Take care.
Take care, everybody.
Stream.
Bye-bye.
Hey, yo! Here we go. Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said microphone check. 1, 2. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Ain't nobody out here winning like me. Can't nobody out here do it like me. Just like me. I'm one of a kind, I'm like a rare breed. A breath